Yo, what is up guys, Shinobi here back again with another video for you guys, and today we are back with more Bleach Brave Souls. Now, I haven't made a lot of content on this game in the past, but because I'm mostly focusing on Rebirth of Souls, but considering we're coming up on the 10th anniversary and I have been playing the game passively, I just want to go ahead and put this video out because usually, obviously with these hype banners, there's obviously the anniversary coming around the corner. So you probably want to save your orbs. Now it does depend on if you're a new player or an old player, but either way, if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more, and let's go ahead and get straight into it. So we of course got the 100 million download special. You know, congratulations to Bleach Brave Souls. This game has been carrying the Bleach franchise ever since 2012 when the anime ended and helped get us the 1000-Year Blood War anime that we got today. So, you know, shoutouts to them for this. But we got some pretty powerful characters on here, specifically this Ichigo, which is why I wanted to go over this. And, you know, kind of put my thoughts on whether you guys should summon for these characters or not, and go over their abilities and how good they are, since I do have all three of them. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into it. So, the main characters here, obviously, the currently, I think, strongest character in the game, or the strongest heart unit in the game. We got Fullbring Ichigo from 1000-Year Blood War. We got, of course, Senjumaru from 1000-Year Blood War, and Askin. Now, these three characters, this one's used pretty much for about everything except for Brave Battles. This one's used for pretty much everything except for Brave Battles, and this is specifically a Brave Battles character. So that's how that goes. Then, of course, we got Master Masculine, we got Yumachika, we got 1000-Year Blood War, or no, Fullbring Byakuya, 1000-Year Blood War Chojuro, old 1000-Year Blood War Chojuro, and old 1000-Year Blood War Grim. In fact, honestly, if you're a new player, all of these characters, getting any of them is going to be good, but you specifically want to get these three, and then all the rest of them are basically free orbs to go back into this banner. Though I would still say that if you even get one of these three, if you're a player who's been playing the game for a long time, or somebody who's been playing moderately and have been playing for a couple of years, I would definitely say save your orbs, especially if you have these three already, unless you really want to spend money and, you know, max it out. But otherwise, if you have these three already, I would say don't summon. If you don't have those three, then especially if you're a new player, definitely at least attempt 5 steps on this banner. That's what I would say, because you have a lot of orbs as somebody starting out as a newer player. Now let's move on down to these three. I'm just going to do a brief overview of how crazy this Ichigo is, bro, along with the other two. But we got Ichigo here, 1000-Year Blood War 2025. This character is pretty new. So he got the Quincy Killer Plus. He also has, if you go here to his EX move, blast an aura around the character and grants them 100% spiritual pressure boost for 10 seconds, and the cooldown is 60. So you're most likely going to be using this near the end, especially if you're fighting a boss, and then use your Soul Bomb, which is going to have weakened defense, and all the damage is going to just explode in one giant slash. He has Sprinter +2, Long Stride, Havoc. He also has an enemies defeated bonus, so this character is just stacked with everything. So at defeating 20 enemies, he gets melee damage +20, 40 enemies, team plus party strong attack recharge 15%, 60 gets devastation for 60%, and at 80, this also is another thing that makes him OP. He gets another SP move use, aka he gets another ultimate use that you can use. So this guy, if you fight enough enemies, can use 2 soul bombs in one go, and technically 3, because near the end of most content, unless you're in a raid, majority of the time you're going to be fighting a lot of enemies. So that means at max you can get 3 spiritual pressure moves or special move uses, but even then, just the first 3 alone makes him pretty OP. You know, the defeat 80 is just the icing on the top of everything. He also has a Berserker of 60%, Devastation of 60, Frenzy, Debilitator, Weakened Defense already installed into his kit, so you don't got to use that for any of his slots. Then he also has increased stats on the chance against Quincy's. You have Poise, Marauder, Status Element Spiritual Pressure boost of 80%, Poise Break except for in Brave Battles, and Complete Status Immunity. I mean, the only thing that would make it even more broken is he had shared complete status immunity. But just even having complete status immunity, this character is absolutely cracked. And I would recommend, if you're a new or even an old player, that if you don't got this character yet, to go for him. He is really cracked and one of my favorites in the game. I wish I was able to get more copies of him, because when I went and summoned for this on the first banner that came around, I got absolutely shot. It took me down near the full banner to get him, but it was worth it. It was definitely worth it, because the character is absolutely cracked, and it's going to be really powerful for a very long time. Now moving on to Senjumaru here, we got Captain Killer Plus, so Squad Zero and, you know, Soul Reaper right there. Now moving down here, her EX move launches a wide range attack around the character and then boosts allies and debuffs enemies for 15 seconds. So as you can see, just based off the EX move alone, this character is going to be a booster character. So he's gonna, you know, she's gonna be helping you boost your, you know, team up, especially as a power character. That's gonna be pretty cool. Now moving on down here, she has Sprinter +2, Havoc +20, Paralysis Duration -100, pretty good. She also has Berserker, Bombardment, increased stat summon chance against Swipers, Debilitator, Weakened Defense already built into her kit, pretty good. Poise, Marauder, Poise Break, except for in Brave Battles, stat summon, Spiritual Pressure Boost, and then also some killer effects here, so she's going to be used. She can be used at pretty much about everywhere, but her main use is going to be in Guild Quest, so if you care about Guild Quest a lot, this character is going to be really, really good for you to get. Not too shabby. Now moving on to Askin, this is another meta unit in the not 1000 year old, but in Brave Battles. So Stern Raider, Sword Killer, pretty cool. You pretty much got the 2 killers that are pretty much gonna be everywhere in Brave Battles. He just got Sprinter +1, Reach for 20%, Sharpshooter. This character is also gonna be a normal damage unit. If you couldn't tell, his attack is higher than his Spiritual Pressure, so he's definitely gonna be a normal attacking unit. He also has Bruiser, Flurry, Disabler, Enhancer, Poise, Brave Battle, Temporary Invincibility, Brave Battle's only, last ditch and all of that. He has also the Ignore Brave Battle Invincibility. He also has the Persistence, which is basically an ability where your HP, if it goes down to a certain point, then it will stay at that certain point and you can't die for a little while. So it's new meta. A couple of characters in the game have it. I'm pretty sure 5 have it at this point. It's including him. I'm pretty sure it is Sajin, Askin, Renji, Orihime, and I think there's one more that I'm forgetting about. I think it's Menendez, if I'm correct, the Quincy girl from the Bambies. So 5 characters currently, I'm pretty sure, have it. Pretty broken, if I do say so myself, and not too shabby. I would say if you care about Brave Battles, then this is the character for you. As far as the rest of the list, I mean, outside of that, I mean, Master Masculine's kind of alright, nothing too crazy. He does have a lot of stuff for Guild Quest, so if you're like a Master Masculine fan, definitely go ahead and get him. Yumachika, also I'm pretty sure is Guild Quest. Yeah, he's a Guild Quest character as well. And Byakuya can pretty much be used about everywhere. He's a shield character, so that's kind of what you're looking at. Chodro is pretty alright in my opinion too. This character came out a couple of years ago, but even still, I would say he's alright though. He's not crazy. He does have some pretty crazy innate skills though. Sprinter +2 plus guard break and hit enemies is not too bad to have in a kit. Havoc +20%, Devastation, a team plus party boost as well. Damage to paralyzed enemies because he does do lightning damage. And then he also is a link slot unit, so if you need a link slot unit and you don't got one yet, it's not the best one, but hey, it also helps. He also gives a team plus party attribute, spiritual pressure, move damage boost, and an increased stats element chance against speed attribute enemies. So he's not the worst character in the world, but not the best either. I'm pretty sure I got a lot of copies of him too in the last anniversary, or the last couple, because this was 2023. But otherwise, not too shabby if I do say myself, and then last 2, these characters are just old, so honestly I'm gonna be real, these 2 don't really got a lot to say about them. It's just another Chodro and another Grimmy, which we just got replacements for them. Obviously we got the better Chodro right here, and then we got the anniversary Grimmy, so not too bad there. But otherwise, once again, in my opinion, I would say that if you care about Guild Quest, go for Senjumaru, Brave Battles, Askin, and then Ichigo pretty much clears everything. You can use them in Brave Battles, but I wouldn't recommend it because there's a bunch of characters like Askin running around, so I wouldn't recommend it. But either way, that's pretty much gonna be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. I just wanted to go ahead and talk about this. Now, if you are an older player, I would recommend saving your orbs. That's what I'm doing. Even though I want to summon on this battle just to get more Ichigos, I already know what's coming up with Anniversary, and I don't have the orbs to save like that because I've been playing the game on this account. I've been playing the game on this account for a couple of years, so I don't got those kind of orbs to be just spending like that unless I want to put money into the game. But on my other account, my PS5 account, I'd probably at least go 5 steps on this right before the anniversary just to see what I could get. Because for me, every one of these characters is new because I don't have any of them. So I might have to do a video of me summoning on this banner for my PS5 account. Who knows? But let me know down below if you're going to be summoning on this banner or not. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Once again, happy 100 million downloads. This game has been carrying for a very long time. It's actually really, really rare to see a game last this long, but that just goes to show you how strong the Bleach fandom is when it comes to loyalty in their games. So without further ado, that's pretty much gonna be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and this is gonna be Shinobi signing off. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.